I coached high school speech and debate, I had the great privilege of meeting one of the most natural dancers I've ever known, Cornelius Hubbard. Later, Cornelius went on to study dance in college. And when I had the privilege of engaging in some dancing mindfulness with him at one point, he would give me this great challenge, this great exercise. He would say, "We're noodling, we're noodling, we're noodling." And he said that it was something he would do with his students, especially younger students, when he was teaching them dance and really trying to get a little more wiggle, motion, freedom in their body. So, inspired by a lot of what Cornelius taught me, I would like to share with you the practice of noodling, particularly how I may share it in a clinical setting to try to get clients to shake out some of what might be stuffed in their body, to just take a movement break if the flow of the session has gotten a little too stuck or stuffy, or just as a way to promote free bilateral movement. So, let's begin by coming into what you would consider to be the embodiment of a stiff noodle. So a piece of spaghetti, a noodle that has not been cooked. Maybe you purposely let the shoulders come up by the ears. Maybe you purposely stiffen the body a little bit to feel the rigidity. Remember, if anything that I'm suggesting is too much, back off. Back off. Never want to risk injury here. And of course you could do noodling in a sitting down position. So take a moment here to notice what you notice. And then maybe you imagine that your stiff noodle hits some bubbling water. So we'll suspend reality for a moment and pretend this is not the kind of water that can harm you. But this is the kind of water that's designed to loosen you and soften you. And see what happens as you think about this water moving on you, cooking your noodle. And maybe you start wiggling back and forth. What would it feel like to you if you let your body become like a cooked noodle? And then let yourself come to stillness. But perhaps notice the difference now. Maybe the most you were able to muster in that exercise was a little al dente movement, and that's okay. But maybe you noticed that the body really wanted to go, and perhaps you take another set, letting yourself noodle. Mindfully. And if you want, maybe think of Cornelius's challenge. We're noodling. We're noodling. We're noodling. So keep noodling all you want till the day is long. Maybe you find some music that you like that brings out that inner noodle. Wherever you go with it, please have the fun.